Good morning, Super Readers! Thank you for joining us in our Valley PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Nix.
I'm Mrs. Vang.
I'm Mrs. Hammack.
This is a place where we come to learn, practice, and grow our brains to become even stronger readers, writers, and thinkers. So let's get started by warming up our brains with some
Ear training
called Daily Phonemic Awareness. So that's just it. Turn on those ears because I want you to be able to listen today for some different sounds, blend them together, and make some new words. Okay, here's what we're going to do. This one's called Phoneme Edition. That means that I'm going to add a sound to a word. We're going to make a new word. Okay.
It's a fun game I like to call Guess My New Word.
Guess my new word. Okay, here we go. So if we have the word bun, what sounds do we have? B, n, bun, and we add ch to the end. What's our new word? Bunch. Bunch. Did you see it?
Ooh.
Great. Okay, let's try another one. Now that you see what we're doing, let's try it again. This time, I have the word pin. All right, what sounds do we hear in pin?
All right.
I, n, pin.
3 sounds.
3 sounds. Okay, now what if I take and I add ch to the end? Pinch. Pinch. Great, like a little tiny pinch. That's right. Okay, great job. You want to try one more? Kind of a fun game.
It's a great game.
All right, guess my new word. Let's start with the word in.
Ooh.
What sounds do we hear in? How many? I, n. 2 sounds. In. Let's add ch to the end. Inch. Inch. Great job.
That was awesome.
You guys are so smart. I can't even pull the wool over your eyes.
Nope.
All right. Are we ready to get those brains going this morning and get our bodies moving?
Ready.
Let's do it. We're going to do
map.
my map. And here it comes. Make sure you've got some space.
Beneath my net, I have a map. I memorize it when I nap, so I don't fall into a trap and lose my way without a map. A map can take you far and near and lead you on for many a year. A map can wander round and then a map can bring you home again. Beneath my net, I have a map. I memorize it when I nap, so I don't fall into a trap and lose my way without a map. A map can take you far and near and lead you on for many a year. A map can wander round and then a map can bring you home again.
Nicely done.
I love
we're
that.
so
Says
silly.
the map can bring you home again.
I like that.
Love it.
I also really loved how when we were training our ears, I heard a lot of words with the digraph ch.
I kind of did that for you.
I thought you might have. So let's get to our word work and practice ourselves. Let's go.
All right.
All right. All this week we have been working on 3 digraphs. The cheese card, ch, ch, with the CH, or the TCH. We also have the whale card with the hwa, hwa, WH, and the fire card for the f, the PH that makes the f sound. All right. Hey, you guys, come on in here. I want you to help me. We're going to blend a word and then change some sounds around to make some new words. And I need your help.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I hope it is.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is your brain warmed up and ready to go?
I think so.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. So here is our word, our starting word. We have ch. And when we put those sounds all together, let's stretch them out and see what we have. Match. What do you think that is?
Match. 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 Like, I like it when my bow matches my clothes.
Very nicely done. Very good. It could be that your clothes match. All right. It could also be something you use to start a fire, right? Like in the fireplace. I need to light a match, or for birthday candles, right? Okay. All right. Well, what if we take the word match and I want to change it to patch? Patch. What would I do then?
I love these, Mrs. Hammack.
You do? Tell me what we do.
Okay, so if I want to patch, I'm just gonna change out the beginning sound to a p, and I have the word patch because the a and the ch stays the same. So
You
because match and patch,
match
and patch,
and patch.
and I can match my patch. I was trying to be funny, like you and Tina.
Ricky, you are very funny. All right, so we changed the beginning sound, but what if I want to change patch to pitch? Pitch. The baseball player threw the pitch across the plate. What would I do to get the word pitch?
Okay, so you're not going to change the p at the beginning, and
Okay.
you're not going to change the ch at the end.
Good.
So it must mean that it's the vowel in the middle.
All right.
So we have a, and then we need it to change it to I, right?
Yes.
All right, and the I sound is with a, I think it's an I.
Let's look. You are right.
Oh.
That is our insect card. So if you ever get stuck, you can always look at our sound spelling board.
Oh.
And that's why this is here.
That's
so
such a
you can
great
look for
idea.
that to help you. So here we have pitch. What if I took away the p part? Now what do I have?
Now you just have the word itch. Mrs. Hammack, that's a funny word. Itch.
Itch. Oh, I have an itch. All right, now you're going to really need to turn up your listening ears because I'm going to change itch to inch. Inch. Tina's bow was only 1 inch long. What would I do for that?
Okay, I remember we talked about this the other day because we did it with lunch, and I forgot the in, but I'm not going to forget it today. I remembered it today,
All
but
right.
I'm not really sure, Mrs. Hammack. Do we leave the TCH?
Well, let's take a look at it. Here is a good thing for us to know. When we use this TCH, it can only be right after a short vowel. So if there's a consonant there, we have to use something else to make the ch sound. What would that be?
Oh, well, then that would be the CH. That makes so much more sense. Oh, I can totally remember that one now, Mrs. Hammack. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure when to use it.
That's
That's
right.
great.
So when we have a consonant, then we use just the CH all by itself.
Mrs. Hammack?
Yes.
It didn't even look right to me.
You know what, Ricky? That is an important thing to remember. Sometimes we're not sure, but if we write it, we also can look and see, that does not look quite right. And then, so looking at how it's spelled and looking at what the spelling patterns are, that can help us to know too if we need to choose a different pattern. And if we're still not sure, we could try it out both ways and see which way looks correct, right? Good job.
I've seen that word in books that I've been reading, and that's why it just didn't look right to me.
I'm so glad you noticed that. That is a great strategy to help our readers at home. Thank you for your help today. And my readers at home and I are gonna read a sentence, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, we'll see you
Bye.
then.
Bye. All right, here is our sentence for today. Oh, there's that PH. Finally, there aren't a lot of words with short vowels that have the PH, but as we get to long vowels, you'll find that there are a lot more of those. Phil chats with Steph at lunch. Phil chats with Steph at lunch. That means he's having a talk with her, right? They're having a conversation. All right, it's time for us to get to our high frequency words with Mrs. Nix.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mrs. Hammack. And yes, we're working on high frequency words, and we have 5 of them this week. Do you remember what they are? You want to read them with me? Okay, let's go through. Let's read them. Here we go. Around, many, place, walk, by. Great job. Now, these are words that we see often in our reading and our writing, and so it's really important that we can just kind of know them so we can spend our time practicing sounding out words like what Mrs. Hammack was just showing us. So knowing that this word is walk will help us in our reading. So let's spell it. W-A-L-K says walk. Great. Let's use it in a sentence. Now I have just 2 words here, with me, but what do I want to do with me? How about walk with me? Now, is it a complete sentence? Not yet. It needs a capital at the beginning. Great job. Walk with me, and it's got a little period. Now, I love showing you different ways that you can practice words, these high frequency words, and lots of different ways to practice them. And today, what I want to show you is how to use just one of these little daubers. Okay, sometimes I know when we play bingo, we can have some of these little daubers. You can buy them at the dollar store, anywhere. And there's different options for you. So if you are still working on making your letters, you might have a grown-up at home maybe trace out the word for you. And as you're ready for a challenge, maybe you won't need that anymore, and you can go through and do just what I'm doing right here. So we're going to write the word walk using our little paint dauber. So we're going to go through and we're just going to stamp it out just like this. And so we've got a W. I'm going to run out of space, aren't I? I can already tell. I'm going to squish it all together so it really comes together. There we go. And then we're going to have A, L, and what's the last letter? K, you got it. So we're going to do our little daubers and look just like that. And we've got the word walk. All right, we're working on rereading as a strategy. And so that simply means if we need to revisit a piece of our story to remind ourselves what was something that was important on that page, then we go back and we reread it. So think about that as we listen to today's story. We'll see you back here in just a few minutes.
Genre nonfiction. Essential question. How can you find your way around? Learn how to use a map. Fun with maps. A map is a drawing of a place. A map shows us where we are. It shows us how to get around, too. Phil's room. A map can be a small place. This is a map of Phil's room. How many windows do you see? What is next to Phil's bed? What is by the door? A map can be of a big place. This is a map of a town. What places do you see on the map? Which street is the market on? What is by the firehouse? How would you walk from the school to the library? A map can be of a fun place. This is a map of a park. The symbols on maps stand for real things. On this map, picnic table stands for a place to eat lunch. A key tells us what the symbols mean. Match the symbol in the key with the one on the map. What symbol stands for the pond? What does swing set stand for? A map can be of an imaginary place. This is a treasure map. What routes could you take to get to the chest of gold? This map could help you a lot.
Look at that treasure map! Ooh, that was a good one. We wrote about treasure maps.
You did. That was a great story. Did you guys like that story?
All about maps.
You're right. So this week we have been reading lots of nonfiction texts about maps. Remember, nonfiction just means
It's not fake.
you're right. So remember, nonfiction gives us lots of facts and details. So we've been really working on main topic and key details, right? So
I know, and I can't retell this week.
you're right. I know it's harder to retell a nonfiction because remember, nonfiction
It just gives us facts.
but reading lots of different kinds of books is a great way to be exposed to different kinds of books, right?
I guess.
Come on. Okay, Ricky, can you help me with this? Because we're going to respond to the reading. So we read a story called Fun with Maps. And here's my question. It says, how does the map's key help you understand more about the map? So the map key, do you know what that's called? This is what we call a text feature. So a text feature, again, is a part of reading a nonfiction because it gives us lots more details so that we can have more information about our text that we're reading.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, lots of different kinds of text features, and a map key is actually one of them. So how does this map key help us understand the map? So let's read what we should do. It says we're going to reread pages 90 and 91, and I have it right here for us. We're going to use the map key to write what is on the map, and then we're going to write or draw places and things that we see, okay? So first thing, let's reread. Okay, you guys at home, help me read or reread page 90 and page 91. Ready? It says, a map can be of a fun place. This is a map of a park. The symbols on maps stand for real things. Ooh, did you guys get that? Yeah. So there are symbols that can stand for real things on the map. Ooh, I like that.
Oh, it's a good thing we're rereading. I missed that too.
See, this is why it's great to reread. And it says on this map, oh, hey, guess what?
Hey, that's not even a word. That's a picture.
You're right. So it says on this map, and it's a picture of it looks like a picnic table, stands for a place to eat. Because guess what, where do we eat? On a picnic table. You're right. So whenever we read, or actually when we actually look at the map, whenever we see this, what's that word?
It's a symbol.
You're right, it's a symbol. It stands for a place to eat. And that's why there's a picture of a picnic table there. Okay, let's keep going. It says, a key tells what the symbols mean. Oh, I like that. Did you get that?
Oh man, I'm sure glad we are rereading. I missed that too.
So now we know there are symbols on the map, but a key is what tells us what it means. Okay, so now it says, match the symbol in the key with the one on the map. What symbol stands for the pond? What does, oh, and this looks like a picture or a symbol of, or actually it's a picture of swings. So think about what that stands for. It says, what does swings stand for? Could you get that?
I sure did.
So let's quickly look. So here's, if I see some water, this is a pond because I'm looking at my key to help me. Okay, so what is on the map? What was the first thing we saw? A pond. You're right. So that little body of water, that's the pond. Okay, let's keep going. The picnic table stood for picnic tables. Good, so we know that there's a picnic table there. Okay, let's keep going. What else do we see? So this, oh, do you guys remember the text asked us? It said, what did this symbol stand for? And it was a picture of a swing, and I thought it was a swing, but it was actually a playground. So there's a playground right here on the map, and I can tell this is Bell Park. So is the swing close to the picnic table or the pond? Good, kind of like the pond, you're right. Well, let's keep going. Well, this symbol stands for a baseball field. Here it is. So there's a baseball field. Good, let's keep going. What else do we see on the map? Oh, and this little picture with a trumpet playing, that's a band shell. And that's right there. So what's on it? A band shell. Did you see all of this, Ricky? Look at this. And last, look at all those burgers and fries and drinks. Guess what that means? It's a snack bar.
Did you say snack bar?
I know, that's a snack bar right there. So guess what that's on there? There's a snack bar. And I forgot we already said there was a playground. So now that we know that the key is what tells us what the symbol means, the map key helps me know what? What does the map key help you know? Oh, I think I hear some of you guys saying it out loud. It tells us how to understand what I see on the map. So when I've just looked at this map, I wasn't quite sure, right? But then if you have the map key, now I know that it helps me understand what is on the map. How did you guys do? Oh, you guys are so smart. Okay, let's go into our writing now. Now, our writing prompt today says, why do we have different types of maps? So I want you guys to think about it because we've learned all different kinds of maps already. So I'm going to start with my topic sentence. We're going to try to write a paragraph today, okay? So as I'm reading my topic sentence, why don't you get your friends to come help us, okay?
Tina, Rita.
Hello, friends. Okay, so we are going to be writing about why we have different maps. And I'm going to start with our topic sentence because we're going to try to write a paragraph. Remember, a paragraph just means it's more than one sentence. It's 2 to 5 sentences. So I have my topic sentence because we always start with a topic sentence. And my topic sentence says there are different types of maps. Now, you guys have been doing such a good job at telling me all different kinds of maps. Did you guys see that treasure map, Rita? Oh, I thought of you when we read it.
Oh, it was a good one.
It was. So can you guys give me some details about different types of maps? What can we say?
Well, I say that you could have a map of the city.
Ooh, that's a good
If you have city
detail.
map, it can
Okay.
tell you about the town.
That's right. So we can say there are different types of map, and the city maps helps us get around town. Good detail. Let's see, Tina, can you give me one more detail?
I have one. How about sometimes we use maps to give directions to our house?
That's
maybe,
right.
Maybe we're going to have a party.
So that's a different kind of map, right? So if you're gonna draw a map so that your friend can get to your house, if you're having maybe a get-together or a party, that's another different type of map that we use. So we have our topic sentence, we have our detail sentence. We have 2 detail sentences. You can add another one if you can think of a different one, but I'm gonna end it with a concluding sentence because we always have a concluding sentence to tell our readers that we are done with our writing or writing our paragraph. And I see, look at Rita is way ahead of us.
Tina helped me to figure it out.
Oh, I like that you guys work together. And here's my ending, or what we call our concluding sentence. As you can see, maps have different purposes. They do, don't they? Oh, that was a great conclusion. So our paragraphs has a topic, a conclusion, and 2 details. You guys did such a great job.
That was great.
Fun. Now, let's go and see, because I have another friend who has a book to share with us. Let's see if you guys have read this one.
Hi, my name is Trevor Nix, and I would like to share this book. It's called Jazz on a Saturday Night, and I'm a jazz student myself at Buchanan High School. And so this book, jazz is a different type of style of music. It has, it's like, there's several types, including classic jazz, hot jazz, cool jazz, Dixieland, swing, bebop, and fusion. And it's a more like legato style, and you should. This book talks a lot about that, and it's a really good book. And I'll play an example of that right now. There. Thank you for watching Valley PBS.
All
Do you
right.
know that guy?
I do know that guy. That's that's my son. Did you see? He even said his name was Trevor Nix. How cool is that? He did a great job. Thanks for doing that for us, Trevor. We really appreciate
That was
it.
awesome. And he even played his trumpet.
He's doing such a good job. We watched him in
so
jazz
cool.
band. It was so much fun.
That is
Knock,
great.
knock.
Oh,
Who's there?
I sing.
I seen who?
I sing so loud you can hear me.
Oh, my
yeah,
God,
you're pretty
yes.
loud. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.